Hello. Just testing out a new format. Let's see what is working and what is not. Let's see, we got a view stream here. YouTube working. Hey, Twitch is working. That was expected. Instagram is new. Let's see here. I can't see the chat yet, so if you are chatting, I won't be able to reply just yet. I'm still getting that worked out. Facebook is not working. What do you need? Let's see, Facebook streaming requirements. I know LinkedIn doesn't work. We need more followers over there. There we go. Facebook Live policies. Facebook eligibility. $100. Okay. So 100 is a goal for Facebook, and then 150 is a goal for LinkedIn. I think we can do that. Viewing the stream on YouTube. Test 1, 2. Oh, that's just a severe delay. Okay, cool. That's working there. I like it. I'm going to try it on my phone, see what it looks like on an actual vertical screen here. YouTube. And so it doesn't cause a feedback loop. Okay. There we got a live stream. All right, that's perfect. That is perfect. All right. YouTube's good. Checking TikTok. Hello, TikTok. All right. I do not know if TikTok would be working because I do not know how that would connect. Let's find out. TikTok live monitor. Oh, I know how I can. I can switch over to my personal account, and then I can go to friends, and I can see myself live. Excellent. That is working. Hello, TikTok. Hello, YouTube. All right. And if you're just joining, this is a test of the vertical format. This is the first time I've tried this, and I haven't actually tried this on a phone. So if people join the chat once everything gets set up, be happy to. If you're just now joining, there's videos on pretty much every platform that I'm streaming on currently. YouTube has the long plays, or if you want to listen to them in a language other than English, you can go to cosmopolitancoalition.org and listen to them or watch them there. But I will be with you in one moment, just testing the rest of these. I like testing in production. I know. All right. Also, if you like the page on Facebook and on LinkedIn, that'd be awesome. That would actually help us stream on there as well. All right. So we got TikTok and YouTube verified. And I'm going to swap over to my personal and then check. Let's see. Oh, wait, I might not. Oh, okay. So yeah, Instagram isn't working either because I can only stream to close friends. So no one's actually getting Instagram. All right, cool. So we got TikTok, we have YouTube, and then I'm pretty sure Twitch already works, but I'll try it out on here. Twitch is where we started. I think that covers all of them. Oh, I see. I have to hit go live. Okay, well, that's working. And once it should be around here somewhere. Where's Twitch? If you're just joining, I'm just trying to get in to check Twitch on this new setting. All right. Isn't it always something? You got to get on the thing, send yourself the reset link, all that fun stuff. Always fun. Oh. Okay, logged into Twitch, gonna search for us. There we go. And we have Twitch working. All right. So that brings us Facebook not working, need more presence. Instagram not working, unable to connect, need more presence. Okay. So that needs that and LinkedIn. But we got YouTube, we got TikTok, we got Twitch. So YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, hello. The next thing we got to test, it looks like all the verticals are fine. I don't like how it, on Twitch, how it does the default rotation, but whatever. For whatever reason, Twitch decides to keep it in 9:16. I guess it's from PC, so that makes sense. So sorry, guys, but most people are on mobile, so that's the orientation I'm going to have to fill the screen, as it were. All right, close all that. Next thing is to get the chat going, and there it goes. All right, and I don't see how I can chat in... Wait, if I send a chat message to myself in TikTok, does that actually come through? Let me find out. All right. Well, thank you to whoever just watched that. All right. So I cannot see TikTok on here, so I'll have to go into a new one. Give me a moment. I just want to make sure I am accessible. Oh my God. I'm not a robot, I think. Let's see, select two objects. Same shape. Cool beans. All right, I can see. I can monitor this stream here. And then I can monitor the other one over here. Boop. So I'm going to get off of the TikTok, testing messaging on Twitch. Send a message, test. All right, I got that one. So I didn't have to go into a second thing for that. Let me check on YouTube. YouTube came through. So Twitch and YouTube, no problem. And the other ones don't matter. Okay. Doing good. We'll have Twitch and YouTube on this side, TikTok on that side, and I think we have 3 out of the 5 going. Going back to channels, 1, 2, 3. That's exactly right. Hello. All right, so now that we started, I think we should start with so we have all that functioning. We'll start with the meeting part of it. So if you're new here, every now and again, I have to have a meeting with myself to do the business and do the updates. But this will also be recorded for posterity. And then as people join up and we get this party started, it'll be more than just me talking to myself into a camera and talking to you. So, hello, Mouse Cat. Since we have last talked, a lot has occurred on the website. And I will actually go ahead and share my screen over here, as it were. Yes. All right. So the Cosmopolitan Coalition of United Earth, for those who are new, I'm looking at you, Mouse Cat. We are a movement trying to basically bring education and awareness to what a democracy actually is, because we always hear that word like democracy or republic or freedom and liberty and all this crap. And it's great. It's wonderful crap. But and a big part of what we're trying to do is recognize that the boundaries that we have aren't really like permanent. Like that's, if you look at the globe, if you look at the globe, I'll get used to that blue screen. If you look at the globe, there's no lines there, right? So if we take that consideration, and then we take the consideration of what we think about when it comes to how we govern ourselves, like where does the legitimacy of power come from? That legitimacy is derived exclusively from the consent of the governed. And if someone disagrees with that, I would like the person who has that power to say where it should come from, right? But suffice to say, the general vibe seems to be that power comes from the consent of the governed. So if we work from that principle, and only from that principle, forget everything that's been written down, right? Pretend you had to start a government from scratch, existing governments notwithstanding, right? If you had to do that, then what would that new government look like, right? And you'd have to know that there's going to be a whole lot of people who are going to disagree with you, because we all have our different interests, right? For so long as there are 2 people on this planet, I swear to you, there will be disagreement. And so eventually you have to make a decision at some point. So what does that contract look like? And take actual person, like someone who says, I am person. Doesn't matter what language they say it in, irrelevant. Someone who acknowledges their self-existence, person. How do we get the sum total of all those individuals to come up with some system that they can work out? So you have to start really basic, and that's what we try and do. So going back to the website. So the updates here, that's just the introduction. If you'd like to learn more, I'll talk more about it later, or you can ask in the chat if you have any questions. But I have to get some of the business out of the way, which is an update to everyone on what's changed since the last time I talked to you. So the website's gone live. the videos used to be on YouTube, and they still are on YouTube, but since then I've created a custom player so that, and I'm not sure if it's small, if it can't read it and you need me to zoom in, let me know. But I created a custom player and worked with an audio track company for translations. And so if you don't speak English or you have trouble understanding English and you have a different language that you can listen to better, the website cosmopolitancoalition.org basically has the rundown of every page here, all spelled out in up to 77 languages. So those translations are still processing. It's going to take a couple months to finish them because there was 61 subjects and, well, subject videos, I should say. And so 77 languages times 61 is something like 4,700 or something like that. So it takes a while to process, but it's coming. In fact, I also created a tracker for that. So if you go to the initiatives page, which has been redone a little bit, you can look at the translation progress. And you can quick link, it's like quick travel. You can quickly go to any page that's listed. And if you, this works better on desktop, but you can scroll sideways or up and down just to have the chart move with you. And then you can see if your language is listed. What I did is I tried to make it so that the language name in the language itself was the full name, but then for those who may not be able to read that script, I used the 3-digit ISO code for the language and moved along. There's a couple languages that are duplicated because I have a coding issue I have to work through, but you can ignore the duplicates. The one that has the check marks is usually right. So that's been done. Let's see, what else has happened since the last time we talked? A lot of it was initiatives. The supported directory is done. So supported directory, if you, basically the gist is, if you're an individual, voter, worker, just someone who's politically or economically engaged in your society. Okay. If you're a voter, worker, someone who is just engaged in your society in that way, you have basically a small fraction of a very large sea of people, right? Because most people are not Congress people, they are voters, right? So you have that concentration of power that you have to look at. So in order to get that out there, in order to basically show support, create a supported directory with a map. So if you are the kind of person who's interested in being seen as this is who I am and this is where I am, generally, you can put in your own location to as specific or as broad as you want, from like country all the way down to city. But you can have yourself listed on the map. And the idea here is that all of the voters and the workers, all of them who are involved economically as a role, and I'll get into roles later, though they can meet up with the organizations, the businesses, the politicians, doesn't matter what party you're in, that's not relevant here, we're nonpartisan, but they can see each other, right? So as you have numbers of people grow together and come together, and you see these clusters around the world start showing up, the people who are interested in power for whatever reason, they can see that, and they can think, if they're aligned with these ideals of, you know, representation for everyone, everywhere, all the time, which we would expect in a consent of the governed type environment, then they can actually start to organize. And then those leaders can start running for office. Again, party notwithstanding. Right? Same thing for businesses, right? Businesses who have representative practices and support those practices can make themselves known here. And so this is a way to make that be found. Likewise, in that same vein, to get a little more detail, and this is still in beta, but a survey was created based on the Cosmopolitan principles, and anyone can take it. So you don't have to be a business leader or a political leader or whatever, like anyone's allowed to do it. And you can fill out some details about where you're, how you feel about, you know, proportional ranked choice voting, co-determination, you know, global community reform, to actually come together and sort of reform this nationalist system that we have that's patchworked over, right? Because not everyone's going to agree even on those things, but there's going to be degrees of agreement in there, and so you'd be able to show that in your survey, which is very helpful for voter guides, for example, or buyer's guides, or workers guides. You know, are there companies you necessarily want to work for? So this is a way to connect those people at a granular level. Of course, the profile system also went live. You know, if you're a social media influencer in your own environment and this is something that you want to expand upon, but you also want to be seen and maybe draw a following to yourself, this is a place where you can go do that. So there's that initiative. Let's see, what else we got? Translations. Oh yeah, the LMS is live. So basically, if someone wants to take it and learn about the coalition in more of a in-depth education type way, all the way from the principles themselves to how to organize locally, that is now available. It's, of course, all this is free. Like, please, that's the whole point of this. So Cosmopolitan Coalition explained the focus areas, voting systems. So if someone's asking you details about proportional ranked choice voting compared to first past the post, for example, you know, that's a course that could give you that information. And the template and initiatives and all that fun stuff. So that's also all live. Let's see what else we got. The multilingual Discord has been out for a while. If you sign up to the website, you can link your Discord to your Cosmopolitan Coalition account, and that'll give you access to the Discord. It's multilingual, and this has actually been live for a minute, but I'll bring it up again for anyone who's new. So it's multilingual. So when you type in one channel, you provide your language, right? Then you type in one channel, and then someone who's in a channel of a different language should see the translation in their language as if you were speaking their language, and vice versa. I had to limit it to 25 languages. I know the videos can translate into 77, but the deal I had with the videos was it was like unlimited videos, whereas Discord only has a number of channels. So in order to have like sets of them, it was limited to 25 languages. But we'll come up with a way to expand that in the future. And I already talked about the survey, the local coalition support. So basically this website and everything is templatable out, and then it's going to be available on a USB drive. In fact, if you see me in person, basically it's a USB drive that looks like that, and it has some packaging, but effectively it has all the tools you need to organize locally, because SneakerNet is a thing, because we don't know, you know, how long the internet's going to be around and the way it is. So it's something to think about. An events calendar. To start getting live streams scheduled on a regular basis. That's now live. Today is actually, yeah, of course, because I'm on the stream now and we're having this discussion now. So today is the follow-up meeting. It's always going to be the second week of the month, sometime in there, usually the second Tuesday. Expansive social media footprint. We know that's live because we just added on TikTok and we added TikTok and one other. No, I'm sorry. We added TikTok, but we're still waiting on Instagram. By the way, if you use LinkedIn or Instagram or Facebook, if you could follow our Facebook page, Instagram account, or our LinkedIn page, that would be great, because we need to get to about 100 to 150, depending on the platform, in order to use their live streams. So the shop is available. So just tested out the t-shirts. I did try the hoodie, but I actually don't like the hoodie. I haven't taken it off the shop yet. The first day I had the seam pop off, so I'm going to investigate an alternative provider for those, but because I do like hoodies. But t-shirts available, walking billboard, representation for everyone, everywhere, all the time. You can check that out there. The membership system, again, it's inclusive. It's available to everyone, no matter what, forever. There you go. Flexible donations, because we have a 501c3 with the Cosmopolitan Party Foundation. This is an initiative of that. You can see more details there. And then, of course, if you become a donor, though, some of your information, like it's not everything's on there, just your name would be visible in the list, because since we are a public operation, there's no dark money. It is, if you're a donor, that's where it's supposed to go. Funnily enough, if there's a programming engineer of some kind that may have more experience than I am trying to connect certain things so we can basically do live expensing so you can see it as it happens. Another just transparent maneuver. And of course, working with other people who generate content to propagate the message. So those are all of those. These two here would be the ones that are mostly in progress, but all of these up here went live. And I think that catches it up. Oh, also did the annual reporting, so that is done for the 501c3 status. We have basically no income of any kind, and so therefore it's pretty easy to qualify. But that's where we're at, and the tax with the state's already in, so good there. And sorry, just checking. The Project for Awesome. Yes. So this weekend, the Project for Awesome, for those who don't know, it's a project that's been going on for, I think 19 years now. This is the first year we've participated, but if you go to projectforawesome.com right now, you can actually vote for us because I created a video. And you can actually search for the video that was entered, and you can just type in Cosmopolitan, and there we are, Cosmopolitan Party Foundation. That's the 501c3. And you can see our video, and you go to it. And if you're on a mobile device, I think this goes all the way to the bottom. But if you're on desktop, you just say, I'm not a robot, and you click vote. It's one vote per device. The rules about it are all over here, and that's it. And then this weekend, we'll see what kind of support we get. So looking forward to that. And if you've not heard of the Project for Awesome, I do recommend giving a look at the other charities as well. There's a lot of good ones on there. Yeah, they can. And right now, aid that was normally depended on isn't dependable anymore. So, you know, give them a look. And I think that concludes. Yeah, that concludes the business side of it. So I am going to call that. Anyone with business? No? Awesome. And let me turn that off. All right. Well, I think this has been a good test. If you had any troubles, or if I sounded skittish or skitty, out of sync, or anything like that, let me know. But I tested it personally, and it works on my machine. Anyway, until next time, thank you.